Hey guys, this is Sweetcast and I'm Clint. We're going to talk about J.K. Rowling. Now, she's just recently opened up to a new level of wokeness where she's appealing for some woke points that she's just not getting. So I jumped on to J.K. Rowling's Twitter to see some of the reactions, and there's all sorts of stuff. But man, as I look through her Twitter, I realized she really is a total SJW. And I've just sort of ignored this in the past. I've got to say that my wife loves the Harry Potter books. Like, she loves them. I've never really been into them. But my wife has been reading them with my son, and he's been enjoying them too. And, that's how it started. It was a book series that was written for boys. Talk about inclusivity there. Because most just long-form fiction like that, there's far more of it written for girls. So I actually think it was a good thing that she wrote a story for boys, because boys don't read as much as girls do. That's just statistically true. So I do think it's nice when there's, books for boys. Now that that's out of the way, she has done everything in her power to turn back, and make this the most progressive woke thing that she can. And she's, of course, going to turn to gay relationships to make that happen. As I was looking at, J.K. Rowling retweeted this. This is slightly off topic, but it just kind of shows you how big of an SJW she is now. I don't give a leap about your broken hearts. Ban the Nazis from your platform once and for all. This is talking about YouTube. So she retweeted that. I got to tell you, there are a lot of people that don't want people like me on YouTube. I'm not a Nazi. I hate nationalism, white nationalism. I hate genocide, all that. Obvious kind of stuff here, but it doesn't matter to them. I'm a Nazi. So there are a lot of people. I think YouTube is going to be under some scrutiny coming soon because of crazy people like J.K. Rowling. Okay, so there's two components I want to point out to this. So a lot of people are really upset about J.K. Rowling's comments. Apparently they were on the special Blu-ray section of the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and she made some comments about it. I'm going to actually jump over to the Jezebel article so we can, this is, deep within feminist territory. Confirmed Dumbledore and Grindelwald were definitely doing it, or at least they wanted to. Wow. So first off, so J.K. Rowling makes these comments. She's done it before. She mentioned, I don't know if it was on Twitter initially or where, but she mentioned several years ago, I guess 12 years ago, that Dumbledore was gay. Now, it mentions nothing in the books. It seems as though, most of that kind of stuff doesn't matter in a lot of stories, honestly. You could go through many, many stories, many characters, at least in many stories, and you have no idea. They're dealing with much more important things besides sex. So why does it matter at all? Well, so, nothing obviously was in Harry Potter with Dumbledore being gay. He's headmaster of a school for wizards. So why does it matter? Well, it matters to J.K. Rowling because she's constantly she's trying to appease a group of people that are unappeasable. They're never going to be happy. This is the same trail. Like when you try to apologize and make these crazy mobs of people happy, trust, they are never going to be happy. Never. So don't even try it. But I have no sympathy for J.K. Rowling because this is a bed that she made, and I'm happy for her to lie in it. So here are her comments. She said their relationship, speaking of Grindelwald and Dumbledore, their relationship was incredibly intense. It was passionate, and it was a love relationship. But as happens in any relationship, gay or straight or whatever label you want to put on it, one never really knows what the other person is feeling. You can't know. You can believe you know. So I'm less interested in the sexual side, though I believe there is a sexual dimension in this relationship, than I am in the sense of the emotions they have felt for each other, which ultimately is the most fascinating thing about all human relationships. And then, of course, Jezebel's their point is not just like, oh, brother. They are actually interested in, the details, some Dumbledore and Grindelwald porn. So yeah, that's weird and disgusting. So the backlash is interesting because I remember the first time when she made comments that Dumbledore was gay, you had a lot of people, I think probably more on the right, that were upset about it because it seemed like, it's a book for children. This is for young boys, and for there to be a gay wizard, like what was the point? It had nothing to do with the story. There was something else to it, and that was that she's trying to get recognition. She's trying to get some woke points for being so progressive. This backfires. This is backfiring right now because nobody is satisfied with the fact that J.K. Rowling is saying, in special, credits or anything like that, that she's making all these additional comments about the character's sexuality. No, that is not what they want. They're upset about it because they think that she should be putting it in the books themselves or in the movies. And so we'll read through some of these tweets. This is, of course, the trashiest website you can go to, which is BuzzFeed. But this is a great example of why you can never make any from this crowd happy. Us. Actual queer representation in the books. Notice that this is at Captain Marvel. Wah, wah. J.K. Rowling. And then, of course, J.K. Rowling's comments. So they want actual representation. Whatever that means. Right? They have to act like a real human being. It's so silly. So silly. Just tell stories. Why do you have to represent? There shouldn't be a checklist. Okay, and here's another one. The thing that bothers me most about Rowling going into the intense sexual relationship of Dumbledore and Grindelwald is that after being criticized for glossing over queer characters except in interviews, she reduced calls for real queer rep to give us kinky sex details. Yeah, so... I mean, these are really silly details. Again, they're not going to be happy with it. Like, way to miss the point. And again, I can understand if you're in regular speech and you use the word like. I think I probably use it too much. But when you're typing it out and you have the time to think about it and you think that makes sense, I mean, that's just makes me groan. Like, way to miss the point and undermine everything you could have done to rectify the mistakes of leaving Dumbledore's orientation out of canon. Whew, that was a mouthful. This further reduces queer relationships and queer characters just to sex in media commentary, which is the last thing that we need. Just funny because that's exactly what she just said here, that, she said she's trying to make it not about sex, but the fact that she said that she's trying to not make it about sex made people think that she was thinking that's what they wanted. This is so many layers to it. It's so stupid. This is stupid. Come on. All right. Here's another dig at it. J.K. Rowling confirms some characters in her books and movies are gay everywhere except in the books or the movies. Okay, so you can expect that that'll change because she's going to be moving forward and trying to progress things. The thing is, again, this Harry Potter has never been like something that's for adults. That's, it's always been something that aimed for a younger audience. Yeah, that audience has grown up. That's for sure. The audience has grown up, and so people expect more, but they're still kids. I mean, it's still really focused on kids. It's not an adult thing. So this is a really hard line for her to walk. And, she didn't have to. She didn't have to approach it at all. She could have just told her story that she was going to tell. But now she's inviting more scrutiny for no reason. J.K. Rowling can log in on here and tweet Dumbledore was a dom top. I've never heard that before. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that makes me naive. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that. Maybe I shouldn't Google that, actually. All she likes, but the fact remains she actively leaves out any LGBT rep in her books and films, so her profit isn't affected. J.K. Rowling. Oh, by the way, Dumbledore is gay. Everyone. See, they say everyone. Not everyone. Not everyone. Most people are just happy to read the books. They don't care about all this insider baseball. But whatever, I'll go with the tweet. Everyone. Oh, worm? Where in the books? Whom? Maybe they're trying to say whom? Yeah, where in the books? J.K. Rowling. Nowhere, I just made it so. Everyone. Well, that's BS. J.K. Rowling throws a dart at the board. Well, it's absolutely 100% gay if he slept. For sure, right? Everyone else, please stop. Okay. So yeah, it's you're making, it's funny because it's not the people who you think would be upset. This is making a whole new brand of people upset about it. I'm sick of Rowling and her half-hearted inclusivity. It doesn't count if she's telling us after the fact. That's not being an ally. That's trying to get brownie points. She loses nothing this way. Put it in the text or don't talk about it at all. Same thing with Hermione's race. I forgot about that. She said later on that Hermione wasn't white or something. It's so stupid. J.K. Rowling appearing every 2 months to say something literally no one asked about and is adding about me is adding more random details to my essay to up my word count. Wow, I butchered that. Okay, so again, yeah, all the wrong kind of people. I can't believe people are this up in arms about J.K. Rowling. Holy smokes, no one is ever satisfied. It's a book series. We all loved it. It was amazing. Shut up and enjoy it. They could probably enjoy it if she just let it be. Like, just leave it. Let it lie. Seriously, let it lie. Can everyone leave J.K. Rowling alone? She's in charge of the canon. That's it. That's the whole tweet. And then here it continues. That's it. That's the whole tweet. Okay. Harry Potter was an amazing series, and she wants to keep proving that she can be progressive as the franchise evolves. There are worse movies to be made with people's body of work, or worse moves to be made with people's body of work. Yeah, well, she's not actually affecting the body of work. She's just trying. I mean, this is transparent. Even to SJWs, this is transparent. It's silly. I just don't get it. You can't win this game of Olympics, but everybody's still trying. Why? Why? What do you have to gain? You're only going to lose. Okay, so now if you want to talk about another book that I think is going to be great. This is actually artwork from Downcast. This is going to be a print from it that's going to be limited and exclusive for the Indiegogo. If you're interested in joining a mailing list, which you should be, this is going to be good. So sign up I've got a mailing list, and there's a link in the description below. And let me know what your thoughts are on J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter and all of this desire to win woke points. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.